Alright, hello there. My name is wayan Rizky Adhiputra Darmayasa, and my student number is 2404030001. And today I'm delivering an education of collocation, which is a word combination that naturally goes together for native speaker. So, what is a collocation? A collocation is a pair of words or a group of words that often used together as so-called word partner. A word combination that sounds natural to the native speaker but English students have to learn or guess the word because somehow they are often difficult to guess blindly. So in theoretically, collocation is basically, maybe it could be called a slang that have a word partner that does make sense when it combined together. So in theory, it is a word combination. Collocation, according to expert, is collocation refers to the way words naturally go together to create meaningful phrases or expression. The tendency for certain words to occur together more frequently, forming so-called word partner, which is already referred on the last slide, and a combination that sounds natural to the native speaker and replacing one word with a synonym. And we're moving to the next one, which is verb-noun collocation of make and do. So, when we use do is used when talking about work or task, refer to activities in general, and replace a verb when the mean is obvious. So in theoretically of saying do is used when talking about work or task, the note is, for a work or task, there's no physical object produced, meaning you don't do anything or produce any item or such. There's some example in there. Have you done the assignment? Or he wouldn't want to do the same job as her. Which is already obvious what's the mean. And the next one is something you need to do with, which is referred to activity in general. Or, do I need to do my hair? Which is a verb when the mean is obvious, meaning the do part can be the same meaning as do I need to brush my hair or do I need to comb my hair? And the next is when to use make. Make is used when talking about producing and creating, indicate the origin, action, reaction, and food, drink, or meals. We have some example here. That car is made of pure titanium, which means the car is literally made out of the titanium. Next is the boat was made of stack of straws. So theoretically, someone made a boat using only a stack of straws packed in together. And the next one, onion make your eyes burn before watering, which means when you cut the onion, your eyes will feel the burning sensation before releasing the water droplets from your eyes. And the next one, seeing her make me calm. And another one, make a lasagna, which is a food, drink, or meals. And the last one is, can you make a cup of coffee for your friend? Which is the same thing for food, drink, or meals, but in a question term. And the next is the bound collocation, which is a specific type of collocation where one word almost always occurs with another and its meaning is often tied to the specific combination. It's a strong restriction where one word of collocation cannot be easily replaced by a synonym without altering the meaning or sound. Which is we have some example here. Foot the bill, which is pay for something. Theoretically speaking, these usually be split the bill, but this time it's foot the bill. Split the bill is basically splitting the bill. Meanwhile, foot the bill is to pay for something. And then the next one is a culture bond collocation. Some collocations reflect cultural setting in which they occur. A word combination that are deeply rooted in specific culture and may not be easily understood or translated well into another language without cultural context. In example, in America, happy hour. Happy hour in America is theoretically most shop often reducing their price while the shop itself have an extra activities, and usually they will put a sign of happy hour in their window. Meanwhile, in here in Indonesia, we don't have anything called happy hour, or it will translate well, as in here we'll translate it as jam bahagia, which is don't have any collocation at all, or coloration as what it is. And we're moving into the last one, which is the example of collocation. I have 3 collocation already set it up, which is 1 is a free reign, an act of a freedom. And we have some example of how to say it. The protester have free reign, act of destruction. In theory, the protester have a freedom act of destruction of property, or any of the kind. And the synonym of a free reign is literally freedom, flexibility, and leeway. And leeway is the same result as a freedom. Next one is give up, which is ceasing effort or resign of a failure. We have some example here. I already tried my best and I'm in verge of giving up all my wasted effort. Which in theory, the guy that said it is in a sign of a failure of all of his effort that gone to waste. And the synonym is a surrender and despair, which just already makes sense. And lastly of the example, we have couch potato, a lazy and inactive person, especially the one who spent a lot of time in the television. We have some example here. Stop being couch potato and go do something, Dad! Which in theory, the dad is the lazy person in here and like to spend most of his time on the TV instead of doing anything productive. And the synonym in this time is only a lazy person, because couch potato is theoretically a laziness. And the next we have some quiz time, and the quiz time is a story. So I hope you guys understand how things are work. So how things work are you guys have to fill in the blank with all of the answer on the bottom, which already be bolded with word, and just fill in what's the blank filled out with the best as possible. You might need to know some meaning of the collocation below, but that didn't stop you from googling what's the meaning of all the collocation below to answer all the blank questions. And after all this done, you have a assignment time, which is simple. Try to find 5 different collocation outside of this presentation, the one that we already know or you guys already learned. Second, find a topic of anything with your friend to say you learn collocation, which in theory you need to make a topic that you have a collocation prepared to be spoken to your friend. And lastly, write down your friend reaction on that said collocation. Seems easy enough, right? If so, then thank you guys so much for listening this time of presentation. I hope you guys learned something in here, and I'll be keep in touch with you guys sometime later. Bye bye.